Do you ever feel like you're crazy in dealing with a narcissist? A lot of times we deal with a lot of issues and a lot of struggles that at times can make people feel like they are going crazy, like they are being gaslit and manipulated and lied to the point where they feel like they're not sure about their reality or what's going on. If you guys don't know who I am yet, my name is Ben Taylor. I'm a narc in recovery who's working on trying to promote awareness, healing, growth, and change to people out there. Trying to change my story, develop a new person, and trying to help other people who are victims of narcissistic abuse, and also talking to people out there who struggle with narcissism and how to work through that, how to get into therapy, how to work through those issues to become a better person as well. So like I was saying, like a lot of times people will feel and will think that they are going crazy because a lot of times that's how it feels. That's how it feels when the narc is in a person's life and they are treating them and lying to them and gaslighting them and manipulating them. A lot of times they get to the place where they start to doubt their reality. They start to doubt the things that they believe, the things that they've grown up learning, the things that they knew about the relationship from the beginning that are no longer true. And that is really the hard thing with a narcissistic relationship, is how much of the lies go into that, how much of the manipulating and the gaslighting goes into that, to the place where the other person feels like they are crazy. Well, I'm here to tell you today that you're not. You're not crazy, because when you get put into a powder keg of emotional, mental, or physical abuse, your mind a lot of times will start changing what you think to be real, just to be able to cope, and just to be able to get through it. It'll develop a trauma bond. It'll develop different emotions, different thoughts. It'll start having reactive abuse. Like there's a lot of different things that all of a sudden you take a look at yourself and you're like, I don't recognize who I am now. I don't recognize the confident person that I used to be is no longer there. Or the way I'm reacting in this moment is not typical of how I might react to a normal person. Like, what is going on? And a lot of times a narc will make you doubt your reality and doubt your sanity. And so with narcissism, a lot of that comes back to the lies. So the lies that they tell you and the lies that they put on you and they place on you that put you in a hold or put you in a trauma bond. Especially when it comes to ideas of gaslighting and that type of manipulation. They'll lie and lie and lie, even if they're faced with the truth, and it'll turn around and it'll make you feel like you're the crazy one and you're the one that's doubting your reality. Once again, I want to tell you that's not the case. You're not crazy. I know there's been many times I've been talking to a couple different people in one-on-one sessions where we're either doing coaching or we're going through some narcissistic abuse scenarios, and where they feel like, I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like it goes back and forth, like the story changes, or I might catch the person in a lie and they won't ever admit it. Like, did it actually happen? And they'll start doubting themselves. They'll start doubting the reality that's there. And oftentimes that happens because the narcissist is so keen on gaslighting and manipulating. If you find yourself in this type of a situation, in this type of relation, sometimes what people do is they'll make recordings. They'll write stuff down. They'll try to log stuff so that they know themselves they're not crazy. Now, please be careful if you ever do this, or especially if you record someone, please be careful. Everybody knows their own narc a little bit differently. Some can get violent and some can get a little crazy whenever they see stuff like that happen. I know a couple people that when they recorded, the narc ended up getting more calm and not raging and things like that, because they didn't want people to catch it on camera, or they didn't want to catch it on audio and things like that. But please be careful, because every time you deal with a narc, there is an opportunity of that rage and of that cycle that could come out and be abusive and could hurt. So when you're dealing with a narc, you're going to have the gaslighting, the manipulation, the lies, the things like that, the things that'll make you doubt your reality. And so I want you to think of, what are you believing about your current situation? What are you believing about what is going on in your life currently? And as you start to think through, and as you start to think of what you're currently believing, what you're currently acknowledging, what you're currently thinking is true, you might start realizing there's aspects and there's little lies that have kind of sunk in and slipped into your thought process and into your thinking, that the narc has worked on infiltrating and really changing your mindset. It's hard to be able to grab back that sanity after you feel like you're in a toxic relationship that has taken away that sanity and that clarity. Just know this, you're not crazy and there is help out there. So please seek help, please seek therapy, please talk to somebody and try to do whatever you can do to make sure that you take care of yourself and your mental health, because that's ultimately the number one thing that you can change and do the best you can to grow to be the best person you can be.